over the last few days, I've had several people who are on the fence about listing their house, and they're asking me, should we go ahead and list or should we wait it out? So that is a hot topic on a lot of people's minds. So I thought I would address that. I'm one that likes to look at fact and controllables rather unknowns and uncontrollables. So here's what I know. In the last 2 weeks, we have actually seen an increase of homes going under contract, meaning that a buyer has submitted an offer and the seller has accepted it over the first 2 weeks prior to this pandemic. So between February 21st and March 12th, there were 183 houses in Vanderburgh and Warrick County that went under market, according to our MLS. And then in the last 2 weeks, from March 13th through April 2nd, there were 197 houses that went under contract in Vanderburgh and Warrick County. The other thing to look at is days on market, which is how long it took the house from the point it went on the market to the point that it got under contract. Days on market in that first 2 weeks, again, from February 21st to March 12th, was 30 days in Warrick and 47 days in Vanderburgh. These last 2 weeks, since the pandemic has really taken hold, it's been 28 days in Warrick and 49 days in Vanderburgh. So it's essentially the same. So what that tells me is that right now, the known is that our market really hasn't had a major swing or a major downturn in buyers out there making home purchases. So that is known. The controllable here is that we can still get people through your house. We're still considered essential. We are doing our very best to do virtual showings for that first showing, but we can control if somebody wants to make an offer and they want to absolutely see it in person before they make that offer. At this point in time, we're still allowed to do that. Now, we're taking all the precautions necessary to make sure that both the buyer and the seller are safe, and that's a different video, but that is a controllable. What I can't tell you, though, is what this market is going to look like in a couple of months when we get through this thing. I don't know what the interest rates will be on the other side of this. I don't know how many buyers will be out there. Obviously, there are already some people who are being furloughed or laid off or taking cuts in salary, etc. So I would expect, and this is, again, just a speculation, but I have to think that the longer this thing carries on, the more people are going to be affected by that kind of workplace, layoffs, furloughs, that kind of thing. So right now, the known is the market is still healthy, interest rates are still low. If you wait to list, it's kind of a gamble. Nobody has a crystal ball. It could be just fine in a couple of months, or it could be drastically different. So I would always gamble on the known, which would be to go ahead and list your house. If you have any further questions about that, if you want to talk through different scenarios, feel free to give me a shout. I'm Liz Miller with the More with Miller team and ERA First Advantage. You can reach me at 812-568-0088.